FM radio was invented by Edwin H. Armstrong in the 1930s, and regular FM broadcasting began in 1939. There are thousands of FM radio stations in the world, broadcasting 24 hours a day. 9 commercial radio stations are currently operating in Karachi alone. In this documentary, we will look into the history and the future of Pakistan's FM radio industry and meet some of its well-known radio personalities.
And coming up next, one of my absolutely all-time favorite songs, and a song that makes so much sense anytime it's played. This is The Who with Baba O'Riley.
FM radio started in 1996, but radio itself started 2 years after Pakistan was created in 1947, and in 49 radio existed. It was sort of the voice of the people.
FM फ्रीक्वेंसी की जो इंडस्ट्री आई वो मेरे ख्याल इसीलिए आई कि रेडियो पाकिस्तान तो बिल्कुल डेड हो चुका था, क्योंकि वहाँ पर जो चीज़ वहाँ मौजूद है वो शायद लोग सुनना नहीं चाहते थे.
FM became even more prominent voice because it became the voice of the youth, and FM 100, which was the first station, sort of sold themselves in that manner that they were the voice of the youth, and hence you had famous RJs which are now on television, but in those days they used to be on radio.
In past, radio was taken as a support medium for different campaigns. लेकिन ये है कि अब माशाल्लाह से पाकिस्तान में जो रेडियो इंडस्ट्री है वो काफ़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई है.
FM स्टेशंस के आने से बहुत ज़्यादा बेहतरी आई है, प्लस ये कि मीडिया को जब से तरक्की मिली है उस वक्त से FM इंडस्ट्री को भी बहुत ज़्यादा तरक्की मिली है, और पहले बहुत सारी बातें जो हम रेडियो पे नहीं कह सकते थे अब वो हम बहुत आसानी से कह सकते हैं, और यही वजह है कि लोग अब हमें ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सुनना पसंद भी करते हैं.
We as a station in particular are very, very focused on what our listeners need. And we deal with them on a first-hand basis, whether through surveys or whether through SMS or phone call or just general feedback that we get wherever we go. We are very in tune to that. Market feedback is, of course, a very important part in it as well. But we have to keep in mind two parties and what they need, whether it's our advertiser, whether it's our listeners. We have to find a middle ground that suits both of them as much as possible and as truly as possible.
कोई भी स्टेशन जो है डिपेंड भी लिसनर्स की रिक्वेस्ट पे कर रहा है, क्योंकि अगर उनकी रिक्वेस्ट पे और उनके अगर मतलब वो चलेगी वो क्या चाहते हैं, तो फायदा क्या हम अपनी मर्जी से बजाते रहे तो सुनना. तो हमारे पूरा एक रिकॉर्ड होता है, SMS आते हैं, डेटा होता है, टेलीफोन कॉल्स हैं, उससे अलग फीडबैक से जो हमारे पास आते हैं उसी अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट हम उस अपनी प्रोग्रामिंग करते हैं.
आगाज़ से ही अब तक हमारे जितने भी प्रोग्राम्स हैं और जितने भी रेडियो स्टेशन, इसमें टीवी स्टेशंस वो हमारी प्रोग्रामिंग कंटेंट्स को अब तक फॉलो करते हैं. हमने इंट्रोड्यूस कराएंगे लाइव कॉल, उसके अलावा SMSs, लाइव प्रोग्राम्स, चंक्स, आउटडोर एक्टिविटीज़, तमाम तर चीज़ें जो हैं वो एक तरह से जितने भी आने वाले चैनल्स हैं वो उन्हीं ग्राउंड्स को देखते हुए अपनी प्रोग्रामिंग कंटेंट को ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं. और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हमारी एक ह्यूज लिसनरशिप है जिसका हमें मतलब खुशी भी है, और कोशिश ये भी है कि जितने हमारे लिसनर्स हैं उनको हम बेहतर फैमिली एंटरटेनमेंट प्रोवाइड कर सकें.
We have a process. We get to hear from someone that they're interested. Then we call them up and ask them to maybe send us a playlist about what kind of music they would like to play. It's very important for them to play really good music. That's our biggest interest, because we don't give anyone playlists to play what we think they should play. So we need the people who are coming on air to have an idea of music, a good idea of music, and whatever kind of music they like to play, then we find a suitable slot for them. We place them there, and then definitely we call them in for a demo where they have to just kind of do a mock show. And when they do a mock show, we figure out how comfortable they are with the mic, how far they have to go to train themselves to speak, their delivery, things like that. So it's a playlist, it's a demo, it's a chat, and then we see where we can take them.
मेरिट के ऊपर सिलेक्शन होती है हमारी, और जो लोग रेडियो करना चाहते हैं इसमें ज़्यादातर लोग ऐसे होते हैं जिनका एक शौक़ होता है, पैशन के तौर पर इसको लेते हैं, और कुछ लोग ऐसे भी होते हैं कि जिनको सिर्फ शौक होता है रेडियो प्रोग्राम करने का, और कुछ की आवाज़ अच्छी होती है, कुछ के पास मटेरियल अच्छा होता है, कुछ के पास फ्लुएंसी होती है बोलने की, तो उन तमाम तर चीज़ों को देखते हुए हम अपने आरजे को सेलेक्ट करते हैं और फिर उसके बाद एक बैकग्राउंड ट्रेनिंग सेशन होता है जो कि डिपेंड करता है उसकी ट्रेनिंग के ऊपर कि वो आया 15 दिन में ट्रेन होता है, 3 महीने में होता है। तो उस सिलेक्शन के बाद हम अपने आरजे को ऑन एयर थ्रू करते हैं, वो फिर मुख्तलिफ प्रोग्राम से मुख्तलिफ फॉर्मेट के साथ लोग सुन सकते हैं।
We have this criteria of the potential people who want to become an RJ. They should be at least bachelors, and they should have some background or knowledge about the radio, and secondly they should have basically good general knowledge as in sports, current affairs, and they should have this potential to talk on air.
Breakfast with Khalid at cityfm89.com. We're taking your calls now on 021 111 089 089. We're asking, is passion...
I do the breakfast show, so what happens, it's the first thing that people hear when they get into the car to go to work, go to school, or when they're getting up to do their studies. The breakfast show is generally the first thing that they hear. So to be able to be the companion for that half of the morning makes me feel great.
Mondays to Thursdays I do a show which is called Lunch on Lunch with Ali and Dinish, and Fridays it's another afternoon show because that's the time I'm usually awake and alert. So yes, that's another show that we do. That's basically what my life is all about. It revolves around the radio.
I do a radio show 5 to 7 Monday to Thursday. I do the rush hour, and that's very exciting because I get to play for Karachi the kind of music that I think will really make their drive time and their drive home fun, and get to talk to people via SMS and phone calls, and just get to feel the city's vibe and share with them some good music.
Hearing my own voice, talking to myself, so that felt very strange. It took me a month or two to get used to that.
जिस वक्त आप ऑन एयर होते हैं और उस वक्त लोग आपसे इंटरेक्ट कर रहे होते हैं, आपको सराह रहे होते हैं, आपकी आवाज़ को पसंद कर रहे होते हैं, आपके स्टाइल को पसंद कर रहे होते हैं, तो वो जो एक आपको ये कहना चाहिए कि थपकी मिल रही होती है, वो कौन लेना पसंद नहीं करेगा और कौन नहीं चाहेगा कि वो मशहूर हो।
मेरा ख्याल से फ्यूचर में जाके रेडियो जो है एक काफ़ी ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग मीडियम होगा इंशाल्लाह।
Radio is growing in leaps and bounds, and just that every dial you'll have someone speaking. That tells you a lot. The radio is booming. Radio is on a way to some sort of change.
I think radio industry as it is, बहुत ज़्यादा, it's booming and it's really improving. And I think a lot of people, I hardly know anybody who now probably sits in their car and doesn't tune into the radio. I think it's just a wonderful thing. It's good to be a part of radio.
I think that there might be, as audiences develop, as radio personalities develop, we might find that there might start becoming a bit more of a break in what kind of radio station does what and targets what.
So I would think the future of radio would be on the internet, because people are connected, wired to everything. And with your Blackberries, I think the future should be a visual radio on internet.
When we have a bigger audience, we can target more, and when we target more, we will find that different people, there is an audience for certain kind of entertainment and for certain kind of interactivity, and maybe we'll start breaking off and saying, well, this is a channel that just caters to one part of that audience, and that'll be its own shift. It'll be more targeted for advertisers as well. It will be more focused on the kind of people they want. Their demographic will be right there. So I think that could be a potential future, but I mean, at the same time, maybe not. It's all kind of up in the air. We'll see what happens. Just it's an infant industry, and it'll hopefully start maturing in the next 5 years.
I'm thinking it's a sign that the freckles in our